I called Laura over and over that evening, each unanswered ring echoing like a hollow ache in my chest. The silence that followed every attempt grew heavier, pressing down until it was hard to breathe. Then, finally, my phone buzzed, a message. "I'm busy." 2 words. Distant. Cold. Final. They hit harder than any argument we'd ever had. I stared at the screen, feeling something shift deep inside me. This wasn't confusion or a rough patch, it was deliberate. A decision. She had drawn her line, and I wasn't on her side of it. The knot in my stomach tightened, then slowly began to loosen as clarity took its place. I inhaled deeply, letting the anger burn itself out until all that was left was a sharp, steady calm. I didn't have to wonder who she was with. I already knew. My fingers hovered over the keyboard, every word deliberate, every choice final. Stay with him. Don't come home. When I pressed send, an unexpected peace washed over me, like a weight I'd been carrying had finally fallen away. No yelling, no begging, no humiliation. Just truth. I had given her everything: trust, patience, loyalty, and she had thrown it all aside. That choice belonged to her now. I was done being part of a story she was rewriting without me. The night dragged on endlessly. I tried to stay occupied, pretending everything was fine, but every vibration from my phone made my pulse jump. Then, another message: Jake. I didn't respond. Her uncertainty no longer mattered. My silence said more than any words could. I had finally reclaimed my control by refusing to give her mine. When grief arrived, it carried truth with it: she wasn't coming back. And strangely, that truth didn't destroy me. The pain was sharp but clean. She had crossed a boundary, and I had answered with calm finality. My quiet hurt more than any outburst ever could. A week later, she tried again, messages flooding in, apologies, explanations, desperate attempts to undo what was done. But I was different now. Detached. Every sorry she sent reminded me of the peace and respect she'd carelessly discarded. When we finally faced each other, I didn't raise my voice or beg. I just looked into her eyes and let her see what she'd lost: a man who stood steady, composed, and completely done. She faltered beneath the weight of her own choices. That's when she realized some breaks are permanent. Weeks passed, and she tried again to slip back into my life, but the balance had shifted for good. She now understood: loyalty is sacred. It's earned, not assumed. And she had forfeited that right. Her betrayal had taught me something I hadn't known I needed: my own strength. I wouldn't trade that for guilt or regret that arrived too late. By the time she grasped the full price of her decisions, I was already somewhere else, focused on my work, my peace, my growth. The silence I chose wasn't weakness. It was power. Trust, once shattered, can't be fixed by words alone. It takes honesty, effort, and she'd offered neither. In the end, I didn't chase or fight. I sent one final message and let silence close the chapter. She stayed where she was, and I stayed true to myself. Real strength isn't found in vengeance or fury. It's in stillness. In restraint. In knowing your worth, and never surrendering it. For the first time in a long while, I felt free.